What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about this K63 wireless keyboard from Corsair. So I'll be sharing my review of this keyboard. The special thing about this keyboard is the fact that it is a wireless keyboard, and it works pretty well. So the way this thing connects to your computer is using a 2.4 gigahertz connection. You plug in this little USB dongle to your computer, and it just links up from the keyboard to the dongle. It's a very low latency connection. It's about 1 millisecond. And while I was using the keyboard, I really could not detect any kind of lag or latency when using the wireless connection on this keyboard. There is also a Bluetooth mode, which does introduce a bit more lag, but can be used with more devices. And there is available 128-bit AES encryption, which does introduce a bit of lag, but definitely introduces some security as well. When you're actually gaming, though, you're going to want to turn that off. Just use the 1 millisecond connection using this dongle, and I gotta say, it was very quick. It was very responsive. I was not able to detect any kind of latency whatsoever. So the keyboard itself is a pretty solid unit. It's pretty heavy. It's got some heft to it. It is an all plastic construction build, so it doesn't creak or it doesn't feel cheesy at all, but it is all plastic. You know, all the materials that you'll touch and see are plastic, but it is quite heavy. It is quite nice. By default, it comes with 2 lighting modes. There's a low mode, a high mode, and then off. If you go into the Corsair iCUE software, you can actually enable like a higher brightness mode, which will cost you some battery, but is definitely pretty dang bright. In fact, it's much brighter than any other keyboard I have in the office. It only does display one color, this blue color, and while you can adjust the brightness of the blue, you cannot adjust, obviously, any of the colors. It's not RGB, it's just blue. It does have some media control keys up at the top, which are pretty convenient, as well as some mute keys and volume keys up here. Other than that, it's a pretty basic keyboard. It uses Cherry MX red switches, which felt very good. In fact, the keyboard feel is very solid and very nice. I have another Cherry MX red keyboard in the house, actually made by Corsair, and what I found about these keys was that they just felt very solid. They felt like they were connected well. They didn't make a lot of extraneous noise. The red switches, they don't have a notch. They don't have an extra bit of click to them. They're just meant to be somewhat silent, but these ones felt good. The keycaps feel like they're well connected to the keyboard, to the switches, and overall switch feel was very nice. The keycaps themselves have kind of a soft touch to them, which was actually very nice as well. I ended up liking this keyboard quite a bit. Using it for gaming, actually in the office and in the living room, I really had no issues with wireless connectivity. I had no issues with battery. I couldn't tell you exactly how long the battery does last. I do suspect that has a lot to do with the weight of the keyboard is the battery in here, because during normal usage, I never wore the battery out, and I did charge it regularly when I wasn't using it, basically at night when I wasn't using it. It does have a couple of tabs on the back so you can lift it up. It's not a high lift though. The tabs are relatively short, and it doesn't have like another set, so you can only really get so high with this thing. This is also compatible with Razer's Lapdog, so you can use this in your living room as a lap gaming surface. It also has kind of like a mouse pad off on the sides. I don't have one of those. I just am using it for in the office and in limited living room use. There are a couple of accessories that come with it as well. We've got a wrist rest, which is very, very easy to install. You basically just slide it on, and then to take it off, you basically just fold it right off. And it doesn't feel like it's going to break or anything. It just kind of pops right off. It's a nice wrist rest. I would prefer if it was a little longer and a little higher. In the box, the accessories are pretty limited. You do get a USB cable. I think this is micro USB on one end and regular USB on the other. And then it comes with a small adapter device that you can plug into the micro USB side. I hate micro USB because you can never figure out which side it's supposed to plug into. And then you can actually plug in the wireless receiver into here as well. So if your PC is far away from where you're going to be using the keyboard, you can actually kind of use this to kind of snake it out and get into a place where there's going to be a good signal. Maybe you have your PC in an entertainment console or in a closet or something. You might want to use that to, kind of get to a spot you can get a good wireless signal with. This also is the charge cable. The charger is on the top here. It does just kind of plug right in. I do wish this was a nicer cable, to be honest with you. If this was USB-C or something, so you didn't have to figure out which side you were looking at to plug in, that'd be really nice, because, you know, a lot of times, you know, obviously the charger is facing away from you, and you can't really see, you know, which side is up, which side is down. The power switch is right up on the top here as well. That's pretty easy to see and to find with your thumb. Using the Corsair software, there are a few lighting modes you can do. You can kind of do like a rain effect and a typing effect where, you know, a ripple goes out from the key that you actually hit. So the actual lighting is somewhat configurable, assuming that you realize that it is just blue. It's not RGB, but it does have some effects that you can use to kind of customize it. I want to say that overall, I'm pretty impressed with this keyboard. I like it quite a bit. It feels solid. It doesn't have any flex to it. It doesn't feel like a cheap device. It wasn't that expensive. I actually like the lighting on it. The blue, the fact that it's blue doesn't bother me, but it is nice to be able to, you know, quickly look down in a dark room and see which key that you're hitting. The keys themselves are very pleasing to me. The keycaps feel like they're attached very well. There's not a lot of play to the key side to side or wiggle. You know, it just feels like a solid keyboard. The keycaps have that soft touch feel that I really like. Overall, I'm very pleased with this keyboard. It's well built. It feels good to type on. It feels good to game on. The latency is, as far as I'm concerned, non-existent. Like I couldn't detect it at all. In the living room, in the office, I'm equally happy using this keyboard. I like the 10 keyless design, especially for in the living room where you don't really want to have, like, you know, you're not going to be doing any counting in the living room, so you don't really need the number pad. Overall, I got to say I'm very satisfied with the keyboard. The per key LED lighting is very nice. The keyboard feels good. It feels solid. It does what it says it's going to do, and it's not crazy overpriced. It's a good keyboard for a specific use. If you need a wireless keyboard, or if you're just looking to get rid of some of the mess on your desk, this thing is your guy. It's a very nice keyboard. Thank you guys very much for watching this review. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.